Hello everyone, Chief Weather Forecaster Beckett Webb here inside the Highland Weather Studios. Happy Friday, we finally made it, January 9th. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's get started with today's weather headlines here. Showers return today, wind alerts issued in East Tennessee, and a massive cool down late week. You're watching January 9th edition of Weather Watch, and it all starts now. Alrighty, hello everyone. Chief Weather Forecaster Beckett Webb here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy Friday. We have a lot to get to, so let's go and get started with today's forecast here across much of the region. Starting off in Asheville, we can see rain likely and fog. Have about 61 degrees with about a 50% chance of precipitation. Going towards Greenville, Spartanburg, have about 66 degrees with rain likely and fog. Also sitting at a 45% chance of precipitation. 70 degrees in Charlotte with a chance of rain, also sitting at a 30% chance of precipitation. Dakota sitting at 65 degrees with a slight chance of rain and foggy conditions, about a 45% chance of precipitation. And Gatlinburg sitting at 68 degrees with showers likely, also at 80% chance of precipitation. Looking at today's hourly forecast here, cloudy conditions continue 7 all the way through 11 a.m. Temperatures warming from the lower 50s, warming into the upper 50s by 11 a.m. before showers return into the forecast Tuesday through 2 through 4 p.m. Temperatures staying in the low 60s. Showers continuing into the overnight hours again tonight with temperatures in the upper to mid 50s. So definitely want to watch out for the afternoon and evening commute with scattered showers with moderate to very heavy rainfall possible. Looking at yesterday's almanac, yesterday's high was 61, the low is 34, average high is 49, average low is 29, record high is 68 degrees, and record low is -1. Sunrise was at 7:40 a.m. and sunset was at 5:34 p.m. Let's go here and take a look at the latest futurecast here over the next couple of hours. We can see clearing, mostly cloudy conditions continue through much of the morning before moderate to very heavy rainfall starts to push its way in through much of our East Tennessee region. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, that's when we see the first moderate to very heavy rainfall pushing its way into the western North Carolina mountains and upstate South Carolina. Rain still continuing through much of the region, becoming more widespread towards Friday evening into the overnight hours on Friday. We will start seeing the rain start to taper off just a little bit around 11, 12, 1 o'clock towards Saturday before rain starts increasing in coverage. More moderate to very heavy rainfall through much of Saturday morning there. We can see at 5 o'clock in the morning, moderate to very heavy rainfall starting to push its way in through much of the region here, especially towards 7 a.m. on Saturday. Still very heavy rainfall, still continuing 9, 10, and 11 o'clock. Still moderate to very heavy rainfall through the early portion into the afternoon and evening hours of our Saturday. So definitely want to watch out for that. Looking at the latest precipitation through January 11th, we can see rainfall totals of 2 to 4 inches possible along the North Carolina-Tennessee state line. We can see rainfall of 1 to 2 and 2 to 3 inches possible towards our western North Carolina mountains. So definitely want to watch out the chance for very heavy rainfall. Maximum wind gusts today. Winds will be strong, 20 to 25, even gusting up to 30 miles per hour possible. I'm not going to be surprised again if wind advisories were issued through much of the western North Carolina mountains, because winds will remain relatively strong today and tomorrow. So definitely want to watch out for loose objects blown about. Looking at the active weather alerts here, we see wind advisories are currently issued through much of the East Tennessee region, including the city of Gatlinburg. We can see winds gusting as high as 40 to 50 miles per hour remains possible, so they definitely want to watch out for that. We are also watching a threat for severe weather, the first of 2026 here. A marginal risk for severe weather is in effect through much of our southwest North Carolina counties there, and a smidge of our East Tennessee counties as well. This is one of the threats is the tornado threat. We have a 2 to 4% chance for an isolated tornado today through tonight with these moderate to very heavy rainfall bands. So definitely want to watch out for that. Western North Carolina, upstate South Carolina, Piedmont North Carolina, Northeast Georgia. You guys are not in the threat. However, places in Southwest North Carolina and a portion of our East Tennessee coverage region, definitely want to watch out for that. But the highest threat out of all is a wind threat. We can see winds of 40 to 50 to 60, maybe even gusting up to 70 miles per hour remains possible with pop-up strong to severe thunderstorms. Again, this is a low-end threat, but definitely want to watch out if you have any outdoor plans today And just keep it tuned to Highland Weather TV as we'll provide you with the latest updates and forecasts and go live if necessary on the network. Also, the excessive rainfall outlook, we're watching a slight risk for excessive rainfall. Flooding is possible there towards southwest North Carolina and portions of our East Tennessee mountains, and it even includes parts of our western North Carolina mountains, northeast Georgia, and upstate South Carolina counties. We remain under a low end 1 out of 5 risk for excessive rainfall, so definitely want to watch out for small stream flooding or anything like that. Nothing major. Again, rainfall still continues through tomorrow. We can see a marginal risk extends all the way through much of the western North Carolina mountains, all of our East Tennessee region, northeast Georgia counties, and a smidge of our upstate South Carolina counties. So definitely want to watch out for that. Watch out for moderate to very heavy rainfall, and watch out for the chance of small or creek flooding. Definitely want to watch out for that. That is not in the forecast here, so I do apologize. We're just going to skip through that. I do want to mention something about that. The forecast models are wanting to start to hint at no snow chance on Sunday. So we're starting to push that way a little bit, push away. We'll keep you updated on the latest. If anything changes, we'll keep you updated. Again, as of now, the 7-day forecast will say there's a snow chance. That snow chance remains a possibility, but the more I've been seeing the models, the more I've been seeing the forecasts, those chances are getting lower and lower each and every time I check it. Looking at today's high temperatures here, 62 in Asheville, 66 in Greenville-Spartanburg, 76 in Columbia, 70 in Charlotte, 68 in Gatlinburg, 65 in Andrews, 65 in Dakota, and 74 in Athens. Looking at tonight's minimum temperatures here, 49 in Asheville, 53 in Greenville-Spartanburg, 54 in Columbia, 51 in Charlotte, 47 in Hickory, 56 in Knoxville, 52 in Gatlinburg, 50 in Andrews, 54 in Dakota, and 57 in Athens. Looking at tomorrow's high temperature, 65 in Asheville, 70 in Greenville-Spartanburg, 78 in Columbia, 73 in Charlotte, 66 in Knoxville, 67 in Gatlinburg, 65 in Andrews, 69 in Dakota, and 73 in Athens. Looking at tomorrow's minimum temperatures here, 55 in Asheville, 58 in Greenville-Spartanburg, 60 in Columbia, 59 in Charlotte, 55 in Hickory, 58 in Knoxville, 55 in Gatlinburg, 54 in Andrews. And looking at Sunday's high temperatures, that's when we see the massive cool down. Low 40s to much of the western North Carolina mountains here. 42 in Asheville, 53 in Greenville-Spartanburg, 60 in Columbia, 56 in Charlotte, 50 in Hickory, 41 in Knoxville, 41 in Gatlinburg, 49 in Dakota, and 51 in Athens. Looking at the updated Highland Weather 7-day forecast here, enjoy Friday and Saturday, even though we have a chance for some moderate to very heavy rainfall. Temperatures will be warmer in the upper 60s before looking at that massive cool down Sunday all the way through Thursday. Temperatures cooling down into the lower 40s, warming at least a little bit on Tuesday in the low 50s, but 40s continue through much of next week with lows in the 30s to lower to mid 20s. Make sure to tune in on Sunday on Asheville FM with your latest weekend weather forecast and giving you the latest updates through much of the next week before I return again on Monday. Thank you so much here for tuning in. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you all on the next forecast coming up this Monday. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll leave you with the latest look at the 7-day forecast.